Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am doing a Q&A. A couple weeks back I threw up a Q&A on my Instagram, so I'm going to answer a good amount of questions. And then I will provide you a life update and my future goals for the rest of the year. And I already have my goals for 2026, so I'll just share those while I'm at it. All right, let's see here. What started you on the carnivore journey? If you are new to my channel, you can watch my documentary that I put out this time last year. Kind of explains what got me on this low carb carnivore journey. I'm not carnivore anymore. I don't see myself being carnivore in the future. I might use it strategically at times, but I just feel like with my lifestyle now, I'm training a lot. I've always trained a lot, but I actually have like some big time goals for next year. What started me on this journey is when I was about 13, I got hospitalized, and it was because I had a lot of health issues related to my gut, lost a lot of weight, and ever since then I didn't feel right. Like nothing sat well with me, frequent trips to the hospital, lots of pain. Like I said, you can go watch the documentary, it explains a lot more. And I was just kind of tired of it. I exhausted the medical system, couldn't find anything to help heal my gut. And then eventually I stumbled upon the Carnivore Code written by Paul Saladino. And then I figured this is the only thing I haven't tried, was changing my diet drastically. So then I did. And 3.5 years later, coming up on 4, yeah, that was basically what started me on my journey. I had some life-threatening illnesses, and that was the only way that got me back to where I was. I had crazy symptoms, and yeah, like I said, this video isn't gonna be about that. I have a whole documentary on it. How do you deal with comparing yourself to others with very similar goals and not feeling unique? Yeah, that's a tough one, especially, I mean, when I was doing CrossFit as well. Social media was just starting to get big. This was like, I don't know, I did CrossFit for 6 years. I started when I was 16. It was really hard. I was working out like 5 hours, 6 hours a day because I always saw everybody like on social media doing more than me, or what felt like they were doing more than me. But like social media is only a highlight reel. You know, once I kind of felt burnt out from CrossFit, that's when I stopped comparing myself to others. And once I got really sick, I stopped comparing myself to others. I mean, every day you're constantly kind of comparing yourself. Social media has drilled that into our heads. You just kind of have to take a step back, and there's no point comparing yourself to others, because ultimately at the end of the day, it's you versus you. It's not a competition as to who's doing more, because that just puts so much pressure and stress on yourself that you start to dread training, you start to dread your job, and you just have to focus on you. It's easier said than done, but I've ever visited the States multiple times, especially growing up. I played highly competitive lacrosse, and we would go down to the States a lot of times, New York, like Syracuse area. We would drive down there, and I've been to Texas, I've been to Florida, I've been Maryland, I've been Ohio. Like, I've been a lot of places, but it's mostly always been for sports. I'd love to actually move to the States in the future. I'd love to be in Texas. Loved it when I visited there, but it's a bit chaotic right now, if you know what I mean. Avoiding bonking in a race. Well, I guess I could speak on this because I've never bonked during a race. I mean, I've had dips, but that's why I transitioned to lower carb, because I wanted to be metabolically flexible. So metabolic flexibility means like you're able to burn carbs when they're present and burn fat when they're present. A lot of times people aren't used to burning fat because they're so carb heavy. That way, when you teach your body to adapt to both, you avoid the bonking, because once you run out of glycogen and carbs, you can switch over to your ketones and fat burning for an extra source of energy. That, and just maybe bring a gel with you. I use KetoneIQ a lot, great product, discount, link below for 30% off. And that's how I avoid bonking. Kelowna versus Victoria. As you can see, I'm in Kelowna right now. I mean, you might not know I'm in Kelowna, but now you do. Kelowna any day over Victoria. I was in Victoria for just over 4 years. So much better here in Kelowna. How do you balance pursuing your passion with real world concerns, finances, living expenses, etc.? It's hard. Like, I see a lot of people doing a ton of races on social media, especially. And I personally am always like, how do you afford that? Like, if you truly follow me, I do about 1 to 2 races a year. And one of those races typically is like a local race where I don't have to travel or spend a fortune. It's absolutely insane. So how do I balance it? I mean, I just train hard. And when I do a race, I make sure I'm going all in on it, because typically a good outcome will come from that, and maybe other people will notice, whether it's sponsors or just anybody. So, and living is tough. Everything's so expensive. For example, the same pack of meat, like when I moved to Victoria, I just remember this. It was a pack of lamb. It was like $11.99. By the time I moved, it was $16.99. It goes up $1 a year. So I mean, just be strategic with what activities you want to do. It sucks because a lot of us want to do so much, like myself included. I would be racing once every 2 months if I could, but the reality is it's very expensive, especially for Ironmans. Like my half Ironman was almost $600 without travel, and I didn't even finish. It's tough. So pick and choose the things you really want to do and just go all in on it and work hard at your job to earn the money to do that. I find like fitness goals and pursuits are worth more than like anything, because you just get so much experience out of it and you learn so much about yourself that I wouldn't change it for a thing. I would spend that on like a concert any day. Speaking of DNF, how are you feeling after your DNF? I mean, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, like, it just gives me more drive for the next race. It's gonna happen eventually. That's life. Like with anything, everything's not always gonna go your way. And those times that you say don't finish or feel like you fail, you learn a lot about yourself, and that's what makes you a better athlete. You seem to be alone a lot. Do you ever go out with friends? Honestly, I'm just selective with my energy. I spend a lot of energy training, and I know it might sound like ridiculous, but I would love to go out with friends more. If I'm being honest, I don't have a lot of friends, just because nowadays it's so hard to meet people that aren't fake. It's just the reality of it. I'd rather spend time alone working on myself than spend time with friends that aren't truly friends, just to say you hung out with somebody. I think it's like weird with social media. I feel like I have more social media friends that I would just love to meet and hang out with, instead of like real friends in the town I'm in, just because like the algorithm almost like pushes you towards like-minded people. I don't know, Instagram just knows you better than you know yourself almost. Yeah, and plus I just moved to a new place, so I don't know many people yet. Yeah, it's just the reality. I've always been a very independent person, because why would you spend time with somebody that wouldn't be there for you if something happened to you, kind of thing. Are you a pro athlete? I get this question a lot. I would love to be a pro athlete my whole life. Even in my grade 8 graduation yearbook, I said I want to be like a pro athlete for Team Canada, like Team Canada hockey. Never did, clearly. But no, I don't get paid. I don't have sponsors yet. Would love to. I just do it to push myself to see what my body's capable of doing. And like I said earlier, those fitness experiences are like unmatched. You just learn so much about yourself. I don't have anybody supporting me other than my family. Just, I know they're inspired by me. I know they inspire me. And yeah, I'm not a pro athlete. I'm dabbling in triathlon right now, and we'll see where this sport takes me. I'm actually I qualified to go to Spain next year for the Age Group World Championships for the sprint triathlon. So that is one of my goals for next year, and I'm very excited. Have you done an Ironman? No, I haven't. That's my goal for next year. I feel like I've been saying that since 2024, but injuries have been holding me back. But this is the time I truly feel ready. And in April 2026, Ironman Texas, Izzy Watson's gonna be an Ironman. Are you still low carb? I am still low carb, but I'm definitely not carnivore. I'm kind of at a point in my life where I'm just tired of eating the same thing every day, like just meat and fat. And I've noticed my performance is so much better with some carbs around my training, and my sleep's better. I'm waking up like once a night, whereas I used to wake up probably 6-7 times to go pee. Now I'm sleeping like right through. Yeah, I don't know, every day's not the same. I don't like to throw around numbers. Yeah, I'm not carnivore. I'm usually above 100 grams of carbs a day, but less than 200, but I still consider that low carb. That's where I'm feeling best, and I'm like in the phase where I just want to experiment with things, and if I want a bowl of yogurt with frozen blueberries, I'm gonna have it. Might not feel the best the next day. Typically, I don't feel the best the next day, but I'm just sick and frustrated of not being able to eat certain foods. Healthy foods, of course. Okay, there's like 3 wasps around me. Time to go inside. I'll do a couple more and then I'll provide more life updates. How are you? Aw, that's so nice. That's the crazy thing, is like people ask you all these questions, but like it's very rare that somebody asks you how you are. Honestly, this summer's been tough. This year in general has been very tough for me, more so mentally than physically. My injuries are better than last year, so last year was more physically that was tough, and I was still struggling with a lot of health issues. Yeah, I really hate kind of speaking my thoughts sometimes, because your thoughts become your words and your words become your actions, but I'm a little down, honestly. It's just, like I said, I've moved, I'm at a weird age. Like I just turned 26, which is weird, and I don't know exactly what I want to do with my life yet. I just like to be honest, because it's true. I think the 20s, it's very weird. You're trying to set yourself up a future career and future goals, and it's a bit depressing to me that I can't do as many races as I want to, or can't do as many activities as I want to, because financially it's expensive, and you know, social media, it plays on your mind a lot, and I need to do better too. Like I'm probably on my phone way too much. I just need to, which saps your dopamine. So I just need to relax on that and stop being so hard on myself. But yeah, I'm doing okay, What's my why? Ooh, that's a bit deep. Mostly, I just never want to go back to the way I was when I was sick. I'm not saying I was sick for unhealthy food. I don't really know. We don't really know why I was sick. But again, you can watch my documentary, but I never want to feel that way again in my life. And that's my why. On days when I don't feel like pushing, I just picture myself as that 13-year-old girl lying in a hospital bed. And that's enough just to get me going, right? Days when I don't feel like it, there was a time in my life when I couldn't do what I was not wanting to do today. There's also other reasons why, because I love it. I love pushing myself to the limit. I don't necessarily do it to inspire other people, but I love when I get messages saying I inspire people. That's not my main motivator, but my main motivator is just to do it for me, and I love it. I remember one time somebody was like, oh, your why can't just be because you love it. No, it can be. Your why is your why. You can do it for any reason you want. But I love the feeling after a workout. I love the feeling of just everything. I love being an athlete, and I hope to continue doing this and, you know, get help from other people to make my dreams come true. But right now, I'm just trying to make my way to the top. I'll just end it on that one for the questions. But yeah, a bit of a life update. So as I mentioned in the Q&As, next year is a big year for me. The rest of the year is just maintaining, because races are expensive. It's kind of the reality of everything. And I probably need the time to just take my mind off triathlons. I mean, I'm still gonna be swimming, biking, running, lifting, but just have no specific plan. Just maintain, have fun with it. Because if I'm biking 3 hours a day, like come January, February, when it's time to like dial into the Ironman Texas prep, I'm gonna be totally burnt out and not motivated for it. So I'm just gonna continue building my base, and I'm gonna throw in some other activities. I'm gonna start playing some tennis again. I played tennis in high school and did pretty well at it. So I might play some pickup hockey again. I just getting back into some other sports and just having fun with it, meeting new people, getting out of my head. So next year, Ironman Texas in April, and then probably I think it's September, October. They don't have exact dates for it yet. I will be traveling to Spain to represent Team Canada in the 25 to 29 age group for the sprint triathlon. I qualified from doing my one triathlon a couple videos back, beginning of August. So I'm very excited for that. It's gonna be very fun. I hope to do really well. And these 2 races that I have planned, I'm not just doing them to do them, I want to do really well. So stay tuned because there's going to be a lot of training. I hope to continue growing this YouTube channel. It's slowly growing, but I just like to see it grow because it's one of my passions. If I missed any of your questions, or if you didn't get a chance to ask me your questions, please ask me below. I'm always happy to answer them. Sign up for my coaching if you're looking for a workout plan, a running plan, a triathlon plan, any kind of plan you want, nutrition plan. I'm a certified nutritionist, holistic nutritionist. I'm certified personal trainer, certified CrossFit level 1 trainer. I have a lot of certificates. I'm experienced. I have the knowledge, firsthand experience actually. So that is my job, and I want to help you succeed. See ya.